When Queen Sophia returned to Greece with her family after her exile during World War II, she was 8 years old. He left his country because of the Nazi invasion when he was barely 2.5 years old and headed for Egypt and then South Africa. The family lived in 22 different houses and at times in very difficult and harsh conditions. One of the houses was swarming with rats, and for Princess Irene, born in South Africa, there were not enough diapers. Her return allowed her to find a landscape of extraordinary beauty, which since then Dona Sofia has always carried in her heart and still remains in her memory. His arrival and the view of the port of Piraeus is one of his most vivid memories. The hardships of exile also shaped his character, his resilience to adversity and his ability to adapt to all situations. Her education at Schloss Salem boarding school, where she was sent at the age of 14, completed the formation of her personality, disciplined, compassionate and determined, though somewhat shy. A year after his return, his father, Pablo, becomes king, and the royal family travels throughout Greece to support a population gradually emerging from the misery of war. On many occasions, kings and princes had to reach steep and inaccessible places on donkey back. So Dona Sofia traveled through her country and learned to love its landscapes and its customs. Where did Queen Sophia live as a child? In Athens, the royal family settled in the Palace of Athens. But it is the Tatwa Palace, the summer residence of the Greek royal family on the outskirts of the capital, where Dona Sofia feels her true home. Between the deciduous pine and eucalyptus forests you can see the same sea that Queen Sophia has next to her in Majorca and in her most cherished childhood memories. This Mediterranean Sea, which he contemplates from the windows of the Mare vent, is the very Aegean Sea next to which he was born and grew up. The palace was purchased in 1871 by King George I of Greece. The three siblings, Sophia, Constantino and Irene, played in Tatwa, always in contact with nature. In the gardens of Tatwa, scented with rosemary and frankincense, they learned to love outdoor life and to respect and care for farm animals, cows and chickens. It was a paradise where hunting was forbidden and days ended with King Pablo telling mythological legends to his three sons, with Chopin nocturnes in the background. In addition, Sophia and Irene made several archaeological discoveries in Tatwa, which they reflected in 2 books, Ceramicas and Decalia and Miscellanea Archaeologica. Where are the parents of Queen Sophia buried? Today the royal cemetery is located there, where, among other relatives, are buried Dona Sofia's parents, King Pablo, who died in 1964, and Queen Federica, who died in 1981. The property of the Greek royal family still rests in the old palace, although the estate and the buildings, which are almost in danger of ruin except for the cemetery, now belong to the Greek government. She left her country in 1962, marrying Juan Carlos de Bourbon. He was also engaged by the sea, on the island of Corfu, at the Monrepo Palace. And on the cruise Agamemnon, organized by her mother, Queen Federica, she met Juanito, a boy from Barcelona, although at first they were ignored and it was at the wedding, some years later, noticed in every other. The sea was also a source of competition and pride for Dona Sofia. Prince Constantine, her brother, won the gold medal in dragon-class sailing at the 1960 Olympics in Rome. She participated in the Greek reserve team and sailed with her brother in training before the Games. After the fall of the Greek monarchy in 1967, Dona Sofia returned to Greece only twice on official occasions, in 1981 to accompany her mother's body from Madrid, where she died, to the Tadoi Cemetery and in 1998 to the Tadoi. On the occasion of King Juan Carlos' first state visit to Greece. What was Sophia's relationship with her siblings like? After Constantine and his family returned to Porto Heli, in the Peloponnese, with the permission of the Greek government, the queen's trips became frequent, several times a year, almost always accompanied by her sister Irina. In 2014, he and his entire family traveled to Greece to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the death of King Paul of Greece at his beloved Tatwa. A year ago, he returned to Greece to visit the facilities of the Aegean Marine Sanctuary, a rehabilitation and rescue center for turtles, dolphins and other marine mammals being built in cooperation with the Queen Sophia Foundation in Lipsis, the largest of a group of small islands located in the Southeast Aegean Sea. in the Dodecanese archipelago. Protecting the seas, and especially the Mediterranean, where he has spent his life, is now one of his greatest concerns.